You know, sometimes I sit here and I go, these are grown ass people. These are grown ass people that somehow get money, time to make a movie. A movie that gets released on DVD and streaming, and it's this is a fucking it's a con job. The Asylum, the studio that released this, they must be one of the biggest con artists in film history. Because they've built an industry conning people out of their money. Thankfully not mine. I saw this for free. It's for free on YouTube. So someone maybe uploaded there to save people their cash. Why you would I mean, thanks go out to Andrew Chilton. He sent in a paid request for me to see and review this film. And for those interested in seeing the film, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both links are down below in the info box. It could be for a commentary, review, a topic, a reaction, a list, a writing, a re-review, whatever it may be. Again, you can send either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both links are down below in the info box under this video. And you see my face over there. Yeah, that's pretty much my face when I was watching it. And technically, the title of this film in the US is called Alone for Christmas, but I shit you not, overseas it's called Bone Alone. Bone Alone. And in the US it's called Alone for Christmas. Over there, Bone Alone. When I saw that, I didn't know much about the film. I just saw the title. I went, oh my god, this is not a Home Alone porno, is it? Is this a Home Alone porno? Because I'll be very upset. Is this a prequel to Cuties? Was this on Netflix too? No. Or is this like a adult Kevin McAllister? He's 30 years old and he's home alone. But this time, I'm home alone to bone. If that has been made, I'm surprised. A 30-year-old, 40-year-old Kevin McAllister, I'm home alone. But now I'm going to fuck for Christmas. It would just elicit much more creep. But there's a... They did a fucking Pokemon porn called Strokemon. I know because Brad Jones Snob told me because he reviewed it. So if they're going to make a... I'm like, well, Pokemon's usually a kid's show. So I don't know who's watching Strokemon. You know, people getting banging Pikachu. Fucking internet, man. The goddamn internet. Fuck. I love the internet. I wouldn't be here without the internet, but goddamn, man. Some of the shit makes my fucking asshole eat up into my brain. Bone Alone is not a Home Alone porno, thank God. It is the Asylum version of Home Alone, but with a dog. And the dog name is Bone. I don't even know where to start. Do I start with the fact that the dog on the poster is not even the main dog? The dog on the fucking poster is not even the fucking main dog. It's in the movie, that dog, but he's not the main dog. The main dog kind of looked like Mad Max's dog from the Road Warrior. I mean, not quite, but I don't know why that popped in. Maybe I'm deluding myself. I just wanted to think of a better movie. So I thought, what movie had the dog in it? For some reason, the Road Warrior. Maybe because I was always pissed they killed that dog off. That always pissed me off. I'm like, don't kill that fucking dog, man. But anyway, enough for the Road Warrior. This fucking movie belongs on a road, get stomped on by a marching band. So, you have two dogs. You have the dog that's for a while named Bone, and you have this younger dog. The dogs talk. They talk via the Eddie Murphy's Dr. Dolittle or Babe. There's the Babe and Babe 2, Pig in the City. Did that very well. They took a real animal. They CGI the voices, the the lips, actually. They CGI the mouths, and then they put voices in. Babe and Babe 2 I liked. Good movies. They have the Eddie Murphy Dr. Dolittle films. Not really a fan of them, and yet they're still better than this. And the CGI at first I thought looked alright on the mouths, but it seemed like as it went along, either my brain was rotting or it got worse. Maybe both. And the very beginning is like very cheap flash animation. And the song playing is, I want my very best friend for Christmas. I want my very best friend for Christmas. You want your very best friend for Christmas? What are you going to do? Buy him in a store like the toy? Like Richard Pryor? You want your very best friend? I don't talk to your hand. Your hand can be your best friend, especially if you're alone in the shower. But I don't give a fuck about you. I don't know who you are. I don't give a fuck about your best friend or your worst enemy. Shut the fuck up with your shitty Christmas song and this shitty flash animation. So the human star is David DeLuise, the son of Dumb DeLuise. The guy he did not get his father's talent. Dumb DeLuise I liked. I remember him from the original Candid Camera. Or at least the Candid Camera I saw back in the day. Maybe it's not, quote, the original, but he did that for a bit. He was with Burt Reynolds, the Cannonball Run films. He was in Loose Cannons with Gene Hackman and Dan Aykroyd. I liked Dumb DeLuise. Then his son, not so much. So again, they have two dogs, older and younger. The younger is the one on the poster, but he's not the star. And he's hyper, and he's excited, and he'll do stuff like he hears someone calling for help, and he opens the present, but it's a doll. And the older dog always gets the blame. And the younger dog apologizes. Really bad acting from this whole family. You have the son who won't shut up. He keeps putting a cell phone to his head. And, this is the worst Christmas ever. This is the worst Christmas ever. How about this? You keep talking, I'm going to shove that cell phone up your ass. Then maybe it'll be the worst Christmas ever. And I'll shove a pine cone up your ass. I'll pull out and make you eat it. Shut the fuck up, kid. A little girl ain't much better. Oh, eggnog. I want eggnog. Wait a minute. What's eggnog? The thing you don't drown in if you don't shut up. And the young dog, I'm glad he's at the start because his voice is whiny. The other dog, the voice I didn't mind, but you seemed like the actor was a bit bored, which I wouldn't blame him. But I've heard much worse voices than the main dog's voice. I've heard much worse. And just like, it's this, the Asylum is a company, if you don't know, that makes the cheapest of the cheap. Usually they do mockbusters, meaning, let's say, Battleship. Remember that movie came out? So then direct-to-video, they'll release American Battleship or Warship or something that costs 10 cents. Instead of Transformers, they release Transmorphers. Terminator Salvation, they released one called literally The Terminators. The Jurassic World, they released something else, some cheap dinosaur movie. The only one they did worth a fuck was one called I Am Omega. When I Am Legend came on Will Smith, I Am Omega with Martha Costos. That was the only one I've seen that was worth a flying fuck. Because Martha Costos actually did try to give a good performance. I thought he did a good job as a guy losing his mind a bit, alone in the world. And instead of vampires, they have zombies. Asylum could at least afford zombies. It still has some, action that's a bit too frenzy in editing, but you have Martha Costa fighting zombies, killing zombies. There's even a brief, I wish it was longer, brief bit that he beats some zombies out with nunchucks. Yeah, I wish it was longer, it's way too brief. But any movie that has an inkling of Martha Costos fighting zombies with nunchucks, and it ain't all bad. Again, if I had to pick the best Asylum film, it's like, what's the best way to die? You don't want to die. That's the point. But if you say old age, I guess same with I Am Omega. I like the film. But the 99 out of 100 times they're going to be complete, utter dumpster fire trash. And like the idea of, oh, let's do Home Alone, but let's do a fucking dog who's home alone. So, you have jokes like the family's going to go to the grandparents. So the little girl is packing up her bag, and then she just starts dumping Golden Graham cereal in her suitcase. Literally just pouring Golden Grahams in her, not taking the whole box. Like, maybe that could be funny. You know, she's packing clothes, but then she takes her cereal and she puts the cereal in the box. Okay, she likes it. No, she literally opens it up and just starts dumping it. So she's shitarded. She's she-tarded is what she is. Good job parenting. You guys deserve, I don't know, a brain aneurysm or a mind wipe or an lobotomy. Almost said lobotomy. What the fuck is lobotomy? Lobotomy. I don't know. Man, I'm the one that got the lobotomy after seeing this fucking movie, man. The fact that so many people that cannot get a movie made, strips that cannot get fucking made, and this got made, and is on DVD. There are good films. There's this film called Run with Patrick Dempsey in 1991. Damn good action thriller. Not on DVD. But this film has a fucking DVD that you can fucking buy. Give me a fucking break. That's why this kind of shit pisses me off. So the older dog they think is a troublemaker. They don't put him in a kennel. So they go to this guy, and the guy's like, I'm Anthony, but they call me Triple A. What's the other A stand for? He doesn't answer. So that's the joke. Oh, and before that, he slipped on dog poo, because that was funny. It's about as funny as a morgue. It's about as funny as me attending the dissertation of my balls being snipped from my body. My balls are presented. They have been neutered. That's why I felt like watching this piece of shit. The fucking idiot in the kennel. I got a camera system. 364 hours a day. Don't you mean a year? Nah, he won't be here that long. This is how shitty you can write and get a job. This is how shitty you can write. You might as well take your dick, dip it in some ink, and write it. Write a script with your dick. I wonder if anyone's ever tried that. Has anyone tried... Now it makes me wonder, are there painters, like weird painters, that paint with their dick? You know, like they take the thing, the Bob Ross thing, but then they dump their dick in the ink and they just do it with their dick. I wonder if that's happened. And the yellow, they don't have to dip it, they just have to piss. God damn it, man. So the main dog, I mean, the look, the breed they chose of the dog, the way the dog's been trained, that's one positive I will say. The dog, maybe multiple dogs, the way they trained him to do the shit they had to make him do, I give credit to that. Because the poor dog had to go through some stupid shit. But it's like the dog grabs this, the dog grabs that, and then, hey, good for the trainer. And in the voice, it's a bit bland, but isn't that bad. But the CGI mouth movements just made it seem look more creepy than anything. So while our main dog, Bone, is at the kennel, one of the dogs warns about he's there because he could not protect a home and burglars got it. And he says that he lives apparently near where our lead dog's at. So I need to get out in case they go for that house. So they hide under a blanket and someone farts. Because again, of course we need fart jokes. Fart jokes are like becoming the bane in my existence because I don't think I've ever found a fart joke funny. Even Blazing Saddles. I love Blazing Saddles. I think it's a funny movie. I don't give a shit about the fucking fart scene though. I don't. I just don't. I think they're the bottom of the barrel for lowest common denominator of jokes. I never understood why they were funny. Even as a kid, I never understood why people found fart jokes. Not my preference, not my cup of tea, not my type of humor. It just isn't. I'm a guy that could appreciate a silly goat, yeah, silly goat, or a silly joke. Maybe a silly goat would have made this fucking film funnier. Because it'd be so out of left field, I'd be like, where the fuck did that come from? Silly goat? Maybe he walked off of production of Babe. They canceled Babe 3, so he had to find a job, so he could only work for the Asylum. He wouldn't be the first actor that had to work. I think Sally Carl Weathers was in that American Warship one, and Mario Van Peebles, I think? It was called American Warship or American Battleship. I don't remember. I did the confusion. Asylum, Sci-Fi Channel, and sometimes they work together. Fuck. So, after the fart gag, the main dog escapes back to his home. Meanwhile, the family is on the trip. The son still complaining, it wasn't Christmas ever. Everybody's acting horribly. They finally stop somewhere to eat. The little dog's like, oh, I gotta save my friend. Hits the parking brake, goes back slowly. The car hits a wall. They could not afford a window braking. They literally had to CGI. This is how fast the car's going. The car's going this. Okay, let's go this. The car's going this. It's going like this. It's going like this. It's going like this. It's going like this. It hits like this. And the back windshield breaks, and they had to CGI that. You tell me you trying to afford a window breaking. You had to CG. That's how cheap you are. You can't afford a window breaking. Oh my god, man. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's... God. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? How does... I've seen people on YouTube break their fucking windows. This is a movie production. They gotta break a fucking window. So, I keep saying so. I sound like Grace Randolph. So, Grace Randolph. So. If you don't know who Grace Randolph is, thank God, but... So... That dog got into a back of a random car. I'm thinking, dog, you don't know where the hell they're going. They could be going to fucking Brooklyn for all you know. Yeah. So the main dog gets back to his house, knows there are burglars there. I guess if you push the tire, the alarm goes off on the car. Is that true? I guess I never tested that out. Because I never think of pressing the tire. But the dog presses the tire and the alarm goes off. I thought it was... Yeah, I didn't know you could do that just from the tire being pressed. Maybe, hey. Then starts coming up with traps. So... God, why... I'm stuck in the so's. So it sucks, so it blows, so it's shit. The dog starts doing traps as if it's Kevin fucking McAllister. Glue boards on the ground. He stops up the shower. He puts glue on the toys. And again, the trainer of the dog did the best he could. Because the dog picks up the glue stuff and trying to squeeze it. The dog picks up something, puts it in the shower. The dog trainer, he tried to do the best he could. It puts the hot sauce in the towel. The three robbers get in. Dumb, Dumber, and Dumbest. There's the one guy that wanted to go Christmas caroling, and he's the dumbest of the three going. Just the main guy said, we gotta play this smart. And so while they're walking, the dumbest, I don't remember their characters' names. What does it mean playing smart? I don't know the rules. Can I be the thimble? This guy is, I'm surprised he knows how to breathe. That's how stupid he is. The fact he's breathing is a miracle. And the dog will steeple around the house. And the burglars, you'd think they would steal money and jewels, but they go for Christmas presents. In fact, the main of the three starts stealing Christmas ornaments. Why are you stealing Christmas ornaments? You go into a house to rob it. Who gives a shit about the Christmas ornaments? How much you gonna get for a Christmas ornament? 25 cents? At a garage sale? Or have a garage sale and sell it for 50 cents, I should say? Go to Goodwill? You'd be lucky to get $1. Why are you stealing Christmas ornaments? And then it'll come back to the family going to their either grandparents. And there are times where when they're in the car, all you see outside is white. So either they're in a white void or they're stuck in an egg. I don't know which it is. They're stuck in an egg or they're just white endless void. I like to think they're stuck in an egg because all you see is white. But the dog starts putting the traps to them. They almost get hit by a chandelier. They need to call for help. They call Kevin Sorbo. Why the fuck is he in the movie? Kevin Sorbo, you were Hercules, man. But he's also in a bunch of really shitty Christian movies, too. So I guess that's why. But, dude, fire your agent, man. Because, God, I like Kevin Sorbo. I do think he has talent. I liked Hercules: The Legendary Journeys quite a bit. He did one film I reviewed that, was there. It was kind of a It's a Wonderful Life type of story at Christmas. I forgot what it was called. I said, I don't think he's a bad actor. Even here, he's trying to have fun. He's a dog catcher. He's completely ripping off Quint from Jaws. That's what he's doing. When he arrives, he even does the whole showing the stars. He's wearing the hat. He's using a piece of steak to get the dog like Quint would use for the shark. He has the fishy pole like Quint has. And does the slow. Complete, absolute Jaws ripoff. Kevin Sorbo is at least... Number one, he's clearly showcasing he's the best actor in the movie. I will say that. Even though he's given a stupid script and stupid stuff to say, he plays a deadpan, and he's doing what he's told to do. And it's just Kevin Sorbo's performance, I didn't mind, because it's just what he's been given is dog shit. You can't shine a dog shit. It's still gonna be dog shit. So when he pulls down the steak, the dog put the steak in another guy's pants, and Kevin Sorbo tries to do something else. He gets shot. He flies up in CGI. When he comes back down, he has the messy hair. He leaves, and we never see him again. The three burglars succumb to more traps. Hot sauce to the face. Toy stuck to the guy with glue. One guy gets trapped in a laundry chute, and because he ate bad food, he keeps farting. One guy gets trapped in a shower. It fills it with water. When it opens up, a cascade of CGI water, because they couldn't, of course, they couldn't afford that with a splashdown. Finally, the little dog is able, who's in the back of the vehicle, gets the attention of the old folks. They drop the dog to where they need. Which, something about that doesn't make sense. I'll just jump to it. You find out later that the old people, the guy looks like Santa Claus, who had the little dog in the back of the truck. They're the grandparents of our family. Like the David DeLuise's dad, and they're the grandparents. They were on the way to see them. But then my question arises. If you were driving down to see them, wouldn't you know the address? Otherwise, where the fuck were you going? And you find out because the dog has the address. Well, you go, wait a minute, that address sounds familiar. No, apparently they didn't know the address. Because then they come back. Oh, because their dog, because they have a dog too, stayed behind as well. And they went back. And by this time, the family arrived back. And they go, oh my god, we didn't know you guys moved here. Where the fuck were you driving then? Maybe they said I forgot. I don't know. I don't care. But anyway, the little dog is there. The little dog and the main dog get trapped. They're able to get out of it. They trap the one guy in the chimney and he blows up. The one guy, I'm trying to remember. Oh, the main dog keeps putting weights on a treadmill and it flies up and keeps hitting the guy. The main burglar of the three who has all these toys on him because they're glued to him. And he flies out the window. The third guy, I don't even fucking remember. Anyway, they stop the bad guys. The family comes home. I don't care. I don't want to talk about this movie anymore. I get this bad habit of just describing the whole movie because I want to describe what I saw, because I'm like, would you believe me? Even if I do describe it. But describe it just to showcase why I'm doing these reactions. Like, what the like, someone thought this was a good idea. You have such a dirt cheap that you can't even afford a back window of a car breaking. Let alone other stuff. I'm like, really? You needed CGI for that? Even for the Asylum, that's fucking low. And just bad dialogue, terrible acting, stupid fucking premise, cringeworthy, fart upon fart jokes. And then the fact this got a fucking release at all. The fact that someone put this down as must have been shown sometime. How many fucking times has a movie like been put into a vault? It was so shitty. And this got a release. And it's clearly trying to be Home Alone, because like the Bone Alone, it's like Kevin McAllister going, ah! Oh, that's why he screamed. That's why Macaulay Culkin screamed in that movie. Because he had a psychic vision of this fucking movie. Is it worse than the new Home Alone, Home Sweet Home Alone? I don't even fucking know, because that is trying to be an official sequel to Home Alone. Because Buzz is back, and at least this is his own dumb, stupid, fucking dumbass thing. But just egregious acting, piss poor production value. Again, when they're in a car, it looks like they're in a white fucking void. They're inside of an egg, like I said. The voice, the mouth just looks more creepy than anything. It's even if you don't do this stupid idea, don't have the dogs talk. Maybe that'd be more endearing if the dogs didn't talk. They had to do it via looks with the trainer, growls. Not saying it would be good, but guess they were really hoping for kids to enjoy this. But don't let your kids suffer through this shit. Give them the Goonies. Give them the Monster Squad. Give them the first two live-action Ninja Turtle films from the 90s. Give them a Wall-E. Give them a shitload of... Give them the original Home Alone. Even Home Alone 2. It's not as good as the first one, but it's still fun. And a masterpiece compared to this. Hell, give them National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. I'm slurring my words now. The movie's literally making me drunk. So I better stop before I get totally hammered. So, Alone for Christmas, aka Bone Alone. Just stick a bone up his ass. I don't know. Get boned, get fucked. Writers, filmmakers. Can't call them filmmakers. Whoever was the... I don't know who the... It makes me want to say you're assholes for making this movie. Made by a bunch of assholes. I don't know, just a waste of fucking time, money, and resources. I don't know who the fuck could ever like this type of film. I don't get it. What's the appeal? Who's the audience for this? I don't fucking know. It's not like there's no kids films worth a shit. Even dog films. Don't watch Beethoven 1 even. K9, Turner and Hooch. Bingo is better than this fucking movie. I mean, there's a lot of dog films you can watch too. Benji the Hunted. Fucking list goes on. So with that said, thanks for watching. Take care. See what did me? We'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.